Hey, what up? It's Ty1822 here to review WWE Monday Night Raw. So Raw kicks off with Alberto Del Rio. Now, during this entrance, I noticed the crowd was booing Alberto Del Rio. So I'm just like, okay, of course they like Dolph Ziggler more than Alberto Del Rio. That's why they booing him. They are mad that Del Rio is no longer, sorry, they are mad that Dolph Ziggler is no longer the world heavyweight champion. So I'm starting listening to Alberto Del Rio on a microphone, and I'm like, is he a heel? Did he turn heel last night? Because I did not watch the pay-per-view. Now, I did, see the part of him having the world championship in his hand. So I'm on Twitter. I asked people, did Alberto Del Rio turn heel? The answer is yes, he turned heel. So he turned out his match against Dolph Ziggler. You know how I kicked him in the head? And they said, Dolph Ziggler was really never scheduled to wrestle, but he still did it. So, he started bringing up the Zach Coulter situation, talking about, the legal immigrants, about the USA champs. They didn't really appreciate Alberto Del Rio. So, then all of a sudden, CM Punk music hits. CM Punk comes out with Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman like, my client, he don't work for free. And Punk like, yo, chill out. I'm not your client. I am your friend. That's it. So, looks like CM Punk is the face. Alberto Del Rio, nails the heel. Since he's the heel now, that makes Dolph Ziggler a face. So it's like the Oprah edition of WWE. You get a face turn, you get a heel turn, you get a face turn, you get a heel turn. That's the way it is in WWE right now. So, Punk, say I want a match against you tonight, Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio didn't want to do this match. So then you get Vic Guerrero comes out, and Vic Guerrero said the main event will be Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk. Wade Barrett's supposed to have a match against Curtis Axel. That Vic Guerrero said, you know what? Wade Barrett, you will not have a match against Curtis Axel. You will face the returning Christian. Christian made his return to the WWE. It's been a long time since we've seen Christian on WWE television. Christian versus Wade Barrett was a solid match. Christian ends up winning with the kill switch. Sheamus versus Team Rose Scholars. Cody Rhodes, Damien Sandow handicap match. I didn't care for this match. Sheamus is going for the bro kick on Cody Rhodes. Out of nowhere, Damien Sandow hits him with the schoolboy for the 1, 2, 3. Then Alberto Del Rio ends up, I'm botching. Sheamus ends up giving Cody Rhodes the bro kick. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan. This was a no disqualification match. This was a good match right here. I didn't know what Daniel Bryan hurt or he was just selling. But of course, he was selling. Great selling job by Daniel Bryan. He had me really thinking that he was legit injured. They had to put a stop to the match. I love the way Daniel Bryan, it was like he didn't give up. He wanted to continue, and Randy Orton continued also. But then Randy Orton, was patting him on the back. Great job by, Randy Orton. Daniel Bryan telling a good story. And I'm finally into Randy Orton as a character. It's been a long time since I said I've been into Randy Orton character. It's been too damn long, but finally I am into Randy Orton once again. AJ Lee, comes out talking about how, she's the most powerful diva and no diva backstage in that locker room could come to the power of her. So then all of a sudden Stephanie comes out. We all know Stephanie, the true woman with power. So then, Stephanie talk about AJ Lee. You gotta be a woman, you can't be this little prissy bad girl that you are right now. So then Caitlyn comes out, with a bunch of divas looking angry at AJ Lee because, AJ Lee embarrassed Caitlyn last week on Raw and she defeated her for the Divas title. So then, Stephanie McMahon, goes out to the ring and tells Caitlyn, don't you ever interrupt me again. This was a good segment right here. Caitlyn did attack AJ Lee. I'm liking that finally get a diva feud. That got a storyline now. AJ, Caitlyn, Stephanie, with all the divas. This how you finally get people invested into the divas. Because we all know that fans don't give a damn about the divas. But when you ask Stephanie McMahon, Caitlyn, and AJ, maybe you can finally give the fans something that they can say, you know what? I'm into the divas. Actually, for the first time. Because usually, nobody into divas. So it looks like the WWE is trying to get us invested into a diva storyline. I like it already between Caitlyn and AJ. They play off so well already. Dean Ambrose versus Kane rematch last night. Payback. The match didn't last long. It was a DQ. The Shield members, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns interfered. Zab Coulter comes out, announce, that somebody else gonna be with him, and that's Antonio Cesaro. Now Antonio Cesaro said, "We the people." So, you know, is Antonio Cesaro gonna team with Jack Swagger, or it's just gonna be Antonio Cesaro and Zab Coulter? Because I don't know what's going on with Jack Swagger. So Antonio Cesaro had a match against William Regal that was so unexpected. Antonio Cesaro ends up defeating William Regal. John Cena comes out. John Cena talking about, defeating Ryback at the pay-per-view. He said, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view is coming around the corner, but, whoever win it, you ain't gonna cash for me. I'll make sure it don't happen. So then, it was rumored that Mark Henry is retiring tonight. And, Mark Henry came out thanking the fans. He was crying. The fans chanted one more match. He's talking about when he was a seasonal veteran, 2002. And, he sees John Cena. He said, John Cena, you will go down as the greatest WWE champion of all time. Of course, the fans booed it when he said that, but the crowd was loving Mark Henry. Kept saying one more match, one more match. I bought into this right here, man. I'm like, oh, damn. On Twitter, I tweet out, damn, this not a work. This legit right here. Mark Henry is really retiring from WWE. All of a sudden, damn it, camera. It froze, but I'm still continue to talk. It will unfreeze. Mark Henry gives John Cena the world's strongest slam. Wow, I'm so shocked by this. What a great segment. Mark Henry, the Oscar go to you, man. You worked everybody in that crowd. The crowd pop would give him that world's strongest slam. I mean, this guy was in tears. I mean, I legit bought into this. This is one of those moments of wrestling when you really get shocked. This was so shocking. I really thought this man was retiring. Oh, come on, Cameron. Oh, there we go, Cameron. There you go. Now you're on freeze. There you go. Chris Jericho versus I got to mention that it's gonna be Mark Henry versus John Cena at Money in the Bank. I predicted that anyway. Not on video, but I did predict it though. Chris Jericho defeated Heath Slater. Curtis Axel, new Intercontinental Champion, defeated Sin Cara. No surprise right there. The main event, Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk. The match didn't last long. CM Punk gives Alberto Del Rio the GTS. Alberto Del Rio falls out the ring. Him and Ricardo Riggs like forget it. So it was a count out. CM Punk wins. Then Dolph Ziggler came out to attack Alberto Del Rio. Now Ziggler is the face. The crowd popped for that. So you got CM Punk in the ring. They turn the camera to him and they announce him as the winner. So then all of a sudden Brock Lesnar music plays. It looked like Brock Lesnar was giving the microphone and say something to CM Punk. Nope. Brock Lesnar gives CM Punk the F5. I stay marking out when Brock Lesnar returned. Now I heard this rumor about CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I said I don't want to see it because let's be for real. I mean, Brock Lesnar is what, 6'5"? CM Punk like 5'11", 6 foot. I mean, come on. I mean, like, can you really actually buy into like CM Punk really beating Brock Lesnar? Let's not think like wrestling fans. Let's just think like real life. Like, come on, like we all know, like we all know, like in real life, of course, CM Punk cannot beat Brock Lesnar. But even in wrestling, you want to like have some real, you want to have some realism to it. Like can Punk actually like pick up Brock Lesnar and give him a GTS? Like, I'm cool. Like I'm cool with like seeing them like just talk and attack each other, but when it comes to an actual wrestling match, I don't know about CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, and this review going too long. I don't never go this long on Raw review, so let me just get all over it and done with. Hold up, I'm not messing up. Raw was a really good show, best Raw in a long time. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I am sorry for this long ass review. I mean, for all my subscribers, y'all gotta watch the long ass review. So I'm start over again. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.